Hello, my name is not going to be given. I had to catch myself there for a second. I am trying to start my own little blog or video, I guess you would call it, to track my pregnancy. Currently, I am 18 weeks pregnant, or 18 weeks and 4 days pregnant. I feel like I'm really behind the curveball right now because I haven't been able to track from the beginning of this to let, I guess, YouTube world know how far along I am and all of my experiences so far. But I must say that I have had a very great pregnancy so far. I haven't had to battle with any kind of morning sickness. I got sick twice the whole time I've been pregnant. The first time I got pregnant, I had leftover chicken fajitas someone made for me, which the fajitas were awesome. They were so good, but and I had avocados on it. I never eat avocados, and I tried something different that time because I said, oh well, it might be good. A lot of people like them, so maybe I like them too. And sure enough, me and my baby, or my baby didn't like avocados. I was calling my baby Turtle until I found out what my baby was or is. And when I went for my doctor's appointment on the 8th of September, I was 17 weeks and 1 day, and my doctor did the ultrasound, and he said that it looks like I'm having a girl. So I'm having the official ultrasound on the 30th of this month, so I'm really excited about that, and I can't wait. So having a girl, I have like, not hiccups, but like I have to burp, and I'm really sleepy. I get sleepy out of nowhere, so I was sleeping all day today. So yes, having a little girl. Her name's gonna be Jaden Marie. I'm really excited, and people are like, isn't Jaden a boy's name? I'm like, no, it's gonna be a girl. She's gonna make it very evident that it's a girl when she gets here. She makes her grand appearance. So anyway, 18 weeks and 4 days pregnant. So far, the biggest issue that I'm having is dry skin. I can't put on enough lotion. I don't know. I don't know. And it's really hot outside, and it's really humid, so I don't know if that has a lot to do with it for why I'm feeling the way I am, or why my skin is just dry, especially on my boobs. And then my skin is really dry, and it starts to kind of flake, I guess you could say. I don't want to say flaky, but it gets really dry, and like it's chafing on my stomach and my boobs, and so it's like it's crackling, and I don't really know how to fix it. So my grandmother suggested that I use olive oil because cocoa butter wasn't cutting it. I don't know who suggested to use cocoa butter, but it doesn't work. So the only things that I have found are this right here is a cocoa butter formula for itchy skin, and it kind of works. It's in like a spray bottle at the top. You can find that at Walmart or at like the Motherhood Maternity store or CVS, Walgreens, different things like that. They still have Eckerd's, which I think they probably have that more in the South, but I'm not sure, so don't quote me on that. And then I use this cocoa butter gel. It's made by Vaseline, and they both smell really good, so as most cocoa butter formulas do. So I use both of those when I get out of the shower, and they've been helping kind of with the dry skin. So but I try to spray them on whenever I go to work. If my stomach, it'll start to feel really dry, and it'll start to itch. And I know a lot of people say not to scratch it because that'll just make your stretch marks worse, which I don't have any stretch marks yet. The only ones I have are the ones I've had my whole life, I guess you could say, which are on my sides. But I don't know how to get rid of those. They're just there. So yeah, that's about it for the dry skin. I haven't really been hormonal. Oh, as far as the olive oil, I'll spray the cocoa butter spray on, and then I'll put the olive oil on, because I mean I'm really oily after I do that, of course, but I'd rather be oily than to be itchy and to be dry. So that's just my own little thing. So anyway, yeah, back to the sickness. I'll go back to the sickness because again, I'm a little rabbit trail of just talking, and I kind of forget where I was at. I haven't been sick. I had the fajitas, and the next day, and they had tomatoes. It was tomatoes, sour cream, avocados, and then the chicken, of course, that I had on it. And so the next day, because I was over there just talking and laughing, whatever, watching movies, and then I had an Oreo Blizzard from Dairy Queen, and then I had a Slim Jim later on that night. So it could have been the combination of things that I ate that made me feel sick and made me throw up the next morning. I was getting ready for work and I started brushing my teeth, and I still have that problem now where if I try to brush my teeth, just checking the time on the camera, making sure I'm not going over. I still have that problem now if I'm brushing my teeth. If I go too far back on my tongue, I throw up in the sink, and it's horrible. And I have to, you know, gargle that much more to make sure that my breath is going to be fresh when I'm talking to somebody and they're like, you know what, we'll have to talk to each other later because I can't, you know, I can't talk to you right now. So I don't want to offend anybody with my breath because I was going to get sick. So but I was throwing up, and I thought I had blood in my throw up. So I called my doctor's office, and they told me to go ahead and come in. And I think I had thrown up once or twice while I was at the doctor's office, and he could actually, well, not so he could see it, but he actually got to see what my vomit looked like. And by that time it was just liquid. There was no more solids coming up with it at all. And so he said it probably was the tomatoes. And so I was really scared to eat chicken for a while because I didn't know if it might have been the chicken. He was like, you know, maybe they left it out for too long or whatever. So that was the first time. So he just gave me some Phenergan for my nausea, and he just told me to go home and rest. And so I was off for like 3 days, which it was a Friday, so I had the whole weekend to recover, and I was better by the time Monday came, and so I was good to go. Then the second time I went to Olive Garden. I wanted some Olive Garden really, really bad, and I always get the stuffed chicken marsala and the mussels. Now that was the first time I've had it since I've been pregnant. I didn't know that babies can't eat mussels. I've researched the foods that you can't eat, or the seafoods that you can't eat, because of how high the levels of mercury are. And I'm guessing mercury isn't a good one to eat, just because you shouldn't eat it when you're pregnant. So ate that, and had my chicken, and I pretty much started feeling queasy after I ate, and I was like, oh my god, maybe I ate too much. And I really didn't, because I didn't even finish the chicken like I was supposed to. I didn't finish the mussels or anything. Like, I ate half of each item. So I tried to lay down, drink some water, thinking that maybe that would make it better, and it didn't. I went and took a Phenergan to make my nausea go away, and I think not even 2 minutes after I took the pill, I had to go throw up. So I went and threw up everything. Oh, and then I ate some strawberries afterwards. Strawberry, and I like to sprinkle sugar on top of it. Ate some strawberries, and then that's when I was feeling really nauseous and sick after that. So anyway, I went and threw up, and then just pretty much went to sleep, and I felt okay. But then the next day I was feeling pretty cruddy. So that was that. And my friends were calling like, are you okay? Is everything all right? And I was like, yeah, I'm fine. I'm just sick right now. It'll be okay. So those are my only 2 bouts with any kind of sickness or throwing up that I've had. But I've had a really, really, really great pregnancy so far. I'm always happy. I'm never in a depressed mood or anything like that. So I feel very blessed and very fortunate. So anyway, like I said, 18 weeks. I'll go ahead and show my belly. This is my belly with my shirt on. At the bottom, I already had to get bigger uniforms for work, and this is Jaden in all of her glory, I guess you could say. She's trying to make her appearance to the world. I can feel her kicking a lot, especially down here. Late at night, I can feel her, and then in the mornings, around like 8 or 9 in the morning, I can feel her moving around in there. And so it's not like big kicks, but it's enough to notice it to where it doesn't feel like gas, and it's always in the same spot. So that's how I know that it's her and it's not just gas. I'm feeling, my stomach is feeling very heavy right now, and like I get winded whenever I talk for long amounts of time, and I get sleepy out of nowhere, like I'm yawning right now. But I was asleep all day. So, and it's really late. It's actually like almost 5 o'clock in the morning where I'm at, but I slept all day. I think I got up and got something to eat around 11, came, ate, went to sleep, woke up at 6, and went to go get something to eat, came back, and then I've pretty much been up ever since then. So that's basically been that. Sorry, my nose is really itchy. Trying to think what else. My little baby, she's growing. I have the official ultrasound or sonogram, whatever you like to call it. I have the official one on the 30th to make sure that she is a girl. because I actually feel bad that I'm telling people she's a girl, and it could have been that it's a boy, but he just hasn't developed yet like he's supposed to. So yeah, but anyway, and his name will still be Jaden, even though I want it to be William Cameron. William is my father's name, and I just like the name Cameron, and so that was going to be his name. But Jaden, I just like the name. I think it sounds very exotic. And then Marie is my mom's middle name, and so that was what I was going, the tradition I was going to try and keep rolling. So anyway, trying to think what else. I'm really sleepy a whole lot. I know they say that in your second trimester you're supposed to get this, you know, burst of energy, and you're not supposed to be as tired as you were the first trimester. But the first trimester actually wasn't that bad. I was like, I'm yawning out of nowhere right now, and it could be because it's late and I should be asleep right now, but even if it's the middle of the day, I just like sleep just goes pow, and it just hits me, and then I'm tired all of a sudden, and I don't like it. So but it's part of being a mommy, I guess, so, or getting ready to be one. I've started my registry. I registered at Target and Babies R Us, and I'm going to register at Baby Depot. Those are the 3 places I'm going to go to, because I like all 3 of those stores. And at first I wasn't going to do Babies R Us because I thought they were too expensive, but I went in there, and it's kind of like how Walmart and Target are, where Target is just like maybe a little bit more expensive than Walmart, but it's not by a whole lot. So I'm, excuse me, doing my registry there because they have things there that they don't have, excuse me, they have things there that they don't have at Target, or that they may not have at Baby Depot. And Baby Depot might not be in all Burlingtons, so I'm not sure, and I want to make sure that everybody that wants to contribute to my start, that they are able to, and so that way nobody feels like they're breaking the bank, just in case I put something on there that may have been a little expensive, because I want the best for my baby. So anyway, but yeah, starting my registry, it's just confusing, making sure I'm getting the right things, which I've talked to, you know, other mothers, and they say getting the receiving blankets, burping cloths, diapers, wipes, bottles, just like all the essentials that you need. As far as toys, they don't really need toys for the first few months of their life, because they can't really play with anything. They learn how to start picking up things, I think, when they're around like 2 or 3 months is when they start to learn how to pick up stuff. So it's not really a rush to buy any toys, but reading online, babycenter.com, whattoexpect.com, and thebump.com. Those are my 3 favorite websites to go on to, even though my doctor laughs when I tell him that I went on there to know, you know, what my baby should look like at 18 weeks or 19 weeks, because I'm curious, you know, how big she is. Which she's supposed to be the size of a mango right now, or no, an avocado. It's between an avocado and a mango. It's one of those 2. I just looked at it online, but I forgot because I've been watching YouTube videos all day. So, which is what inspired me to try and make my own video, because everybody's pregnancies are different, and I'm just really thankful for the other young ladies on there that decided to make a video and, you know, help other expecting moms to kind of get an idea that, you know, it's not weird what I'm feeling right now. It's just everybody's different. Everybody's bodies are different. So I feel cramps up here sometimes too, like a little sharp pain, but it's not too bad. I always feel it right here, and then I always feel pulling right here. So I think that's the round ligaments pain. Like it's just my uterus, and my body just adjusting to the baby. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. If you have any questions, feel free to comment or put a post or something like that. I'll try my best. I'm pretty much online every day at work because I can't do a whole lot where I work at. It's a lot of greasy, like dealing with engines and things like that. Like I can't do any of the work, so I'm pretty much the secretary for everybody where I work at. So I do a lot of research and just looking up stuff online, doing my school work for college, and just all kinds of things like that, which I would like to think that my baby isn't going to slow me down that much. I understand it's going to be a bump in the road. It's going to be a little speed bump, but I can still do it. So finishing up my my bachelor's degree right now, and hoping to move on to my master's. So but yes, if you have any questions, please feel free. If you like to leave a comment, if you have anything you'd like to share, as far as what you think would help me. I'd appreciate it. Thank you.